Alright, Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com, also known as JC Business Machines. We're going to do a flush and re-lube of the return clutch on this Selectric 2, because when you hit return, it's a little slow. You can see that right there. It's a little slow. You shouldn't be able to stop it with your finger. We're going to rework that clutch down here. So first thing we're going to do, just for the camera's sake generally, I'm going to take this shaft and move it out of the way. Whoops, because it's not ready to move. I thought it was ready. There she goes. So let's move the flute shaft out of the way. There we go. So we can just see down in there a little better. What we're going to do is rework that return clutch right here. Of course, the spring is stretched right there. But putting a new spring on probably won't help, because the clutch is gummed up and it's just going to stretch another spring, and there's no tightening this once it goes crazy. Okay, so I get the spring off, and the procedure is usually take the whole operational shaft out of here and replace the spring, and maybe the return spring, and maybe the pinions. But we're just going to do a quick flush and lube in the machine. This generally works. So I'm using my good old favorite lacquer thinner with a little attachment here, and I'm going to start brushing this in. And the camera is going to get a little shaky because I keep hitting it, but let's try it anyhow. So we need to turn this and just brush this lacquer down in here. Just get all that grease. See that stuff right there? This is just caked on grease. Eventually it will come off. But you can't really just get the outside. You need to get inside that spring, which is what we're going to do here in a minute. You just got to keep on working this. And then you can take your finger and hold the spring, and you can kind of flick it and get it to expand. See that right there? Again, you want to get this all down in there. And we're going to use our favorite tool, air, and blow that through, and just keep it lubed up. It can hop off there a little bit like that. Get the brush back down in here. So we get down between all those pieces. There we go. Let's get this shot with some air. It's pretty good right there. Just work it in there and keep on working it. It takes a while to get this dirty old grease loose. The spring's not worn out so much as the old oil grease has just gotten so sticky that it's not working right. So again, let's get some air in here, and we'll try to manipulate the spring back onto the hub there. There we go. The spring's not so bad. The return spring itself here, we're mostly working on this torque spring. Get that all cleaned off. And it's looking pretty close right here. Get some more. Let's see how it dries up here. That's okay. We're going to flush this some more. Let's do this one more time. Same thing. Just kind of spread the spring out a little bit. Doesn't need to come out of there. Just that. This is lacquer thinner and it's just the greatest, but it is very strong. Don't want it to get on anything else. Alright. I think she's getting there. Oh, I see some more. Let's just finish up this over here. It was really, probably never had this done in 30 years or, oops. Okay, I'm about ready to put this back together. I'm going to flick this and I'm going to blow it out one more time. Turn it. Okay, we're going to give this a shot. What I'm using is Marble Mystery Oil, it's the red oil, and I'm just going to lube it up and get down inside those coils. Get this side, get it. I'll make sure it gets between each one. In fact, I'm going to give this a little help. Blow it all through. And do that little flick business here of kind of flicking it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lube the return spring here too. I know people don't like to lube that, but I've had no trouble with those being lubricated. And this one's not too worn out. You can usually see it right here at the tip of my fingernail, a discoloration if they're really worn, and it's not too bad. This one is not too bad. So we're just blowing out the excess oil. It looks pretty good. And we're going to put a new spring in here. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is move the adjustment tab a little closer. Now, two things I'm going to do. I'm going to take and we're going to tighten this and make sure this bracket is all the way down, and make sure that nut is tight right here. It looks pretty good, but we're going to make sure that's tight. Yeah, it's pretty tight. And I think it's down all the way. Okay, so I'm going to turn that little tab a little closer. Bend it in. Because the new spring is, I want it to fit in there nice. Okay. So, let's grab us a new spring. Got a few of these here. This is a very precise spring. You can make them, but they got to be the right tension, and the factory ones, of course, have a little extension on them. The extension goes down near on the coil spring, and the other piece comes back and connects just the way the old one came off. Alright. Sorry about the camera. My hand and the camera do not fit in here together. So, let's get this on. Come on, baby. Okay. She's on there. Looks alright. Let's just run this. Oh, let's put the shaft back so we can run this thing. Okay. clip up over here. Okay, back in order. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I think that's perfect already. It's got a lot of, I think the perfect amount of tension right here. It's done. That is, as far as I can tell, an adjustment, and should be fine. Go ahead and blow this. Air away. I think that's good. Alright, that's the one way to rebuild the return clutch. Have a great day.